Tim Bras is a viewer of the channel. He's also a diecast collector who I've met on several diecast events and swap meets, and he has been selling some of his collection lately at some of these events. Through Diecast Dude, I learned he had a diecast car for me. Since I don't go to many events anymore due to time restraints, it took a while to finally meet again. We met up at the 164 and 3-inch only model car swap meet in Hoogstraat in Belgium in June of 2023. Turns out he had a bunch of stuff for me. Let's start with this beauty. This is the Matchbox Caterham R500 Superlight. This was released in 2011. It's a Ryu Asada casting, one of my favorites. I have most colors of this, but I was missing this one. Never could find it, and when I did find it, like once or twice, it was just way too expensive. Got the kind of a dark chrome base. It also makes for the side exhaust here. We get tempo in the front and on the top. Yeah, it's a really good looking casting. Would have been nice if this fender with the headlights were also metal, because obviously there's not a lot of metal on there to start with. But they are part of the, well, I would say part of the base, but in this case that is not true. So apparently, that's strange. Okay, I thought it's not part of the interior, because some of the other ones have, I'll show you. It's kind of confusing. Anyway, cool casting. Let's take a look at the other ones. First release 2010 in white, also with the black interior and the black front part there. It also has the chrome base. Second one, 2011 in yellow. So this is the third release, 2011 recolor in red. Then a 5-pack version, 2011 also, from the Classics 5-pack. Nice blue color. 2012 in black with yellow. And here you can see it's got the gray fenders and headlights here, and it's got the gray base. So you'd think it's part of the base, but it actually is not. You can see there's a kind of a gap between the base part. So it's actually a separate piece, it seems. Nowadays they would make it part of either the base or the interior, so they have less parts to put together, obviously, making it easier to construct. And this one has the green fenders here and the chrome base. So yeah, definitely not part of the base. Separate piece and gray interior. So this was 2014. There was also a multi-pack exclusive in 2015. That's the only one I still don't have. That was in black with a fluorescent green interior. So kind of like this one, but with fluorescent green interior, fluorescent green stripes, and then black fenders with headlights. And yeah, green lipped black rims. So yeah, probably never going to find that one, but that's okay. I like the little collection I have here, and I hope they re-release this casting one day, because there's still a lot of colors they can do. He also got me this Subaru WRX STI. I noticed on the base here it says NewRay. So NewRay had a bunch of these 3-inch rally cars. I have a Citroën version. I think it's a Citroën Xara, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, very pleased to get this Subaru. Just says made in China on the base. It's got rubber tires. Got the gold rims, plastic base, metal body. Got the roll cage in there. So tempoed lights, front and rear. Typical Subaru deco. Even got the drivers on the door there, on the window, I mean. Number 10, Subaru Technica International, and then some kind of a rally sign there, Monte Carlo I think it says. Cool. Awesome. Nice one. Very pleased with it. And he also had some trucks for me. Tractor trailer combinations. These are made by Kentoys, made in China. 1998 Kentoys Limited, I think it says there. Yeah. So the gray part you see is metal and everything else is plastic. So he gifted these to me because most of these are Volvo rigs, trucks. And yeah, that's always cool to have. Tires are plastic too. You can see some of the gray metal part here in the back, so the fifth wheel is metal too. Got the tan interior, the black steering wheel. It's a good looking interior, not bad. And we got some container tanker in a Dutch livery. And here's that same rig with a cooler container. So this is the cooling unit in the front here. And nothing opens on this. And they also got me two car transporters. This one has a plastic base, so it's all plastic. Also in a Dutch transport company. So this lowers, and then this also comes down like that. So we will put some cars on there at the end of the video. See if we can push this back up without breaking anything. Yeah, that's good. A spare rig, a Mercedes Actros 1850, so 18 tons and 500 horse. Euro cab, so this one does have the metal base. And another car transporter. The rig is Kentoys, the tractor, but the trailer, car transporter trailer, is not. It doesn't say Kentoys on there like the other ones, and it also has different wheels than the other transporters. So I don't know where this came from, but it's not. It's matching color-wise, but it's not. Doesn't belong with it. Got a gray metal ramp here on the top. So this metal ramp comes down, and then this pushes down like that. Quite a nifty piece. Like that. Doesn't really lock in there, the pin, the peg, and the top floor is also kind of close to the spoilers. So yeah, let's put the car transporters in the back here. wait till the end for the video for that. He also had a bunch of Norev. Most of those were Citroën and Citroën dealership packaging. Here we got a 2014 date, so possibly 2015 release of this 2014 Citroën C1. It's not true 1/64 scale, it is at 3 inches, €2.5, very fair price. Even though it might look small, in true 1/64 it would be even smaller, because this is a really small vehicle. Even though it's got 4 doors. So this was a model in conjunction with Peugeot, and I think Toyota also had a version of this, the Yaris, if I'm not mistaken. So we got a plastic base metal body, we got lensed headlights, and basically full deco. Got the soft top in kind of a flat black, very nicely done. Sweet. Then we get the Citroën C0. So this is basically a Mitsubishi iMEV with some Citroën badges slapped on there. And there was also a Peugeot version. I also have an example of that. So Norev always have, well, at least these. Not the city ones, the very basic ones, but the more premium Norev always have the authentic rims. And then the modern vehicles have the plastic tires, and the classic ones often have rubber tires, but not always. Good looking headlights on there. Metal flake or pearl white. So I definitely prefer that over just a enamel white. Got the posts on the hatch in the back, all the way in the back, so that's the way to do it, so you don't get a post running through the vehicle. Little electric city slicker. Then we have the C-Crosser. No date on this packaging either. So this was based on, if I'm not mistaken, a Mitsubishi Outlander. It also got a Peugeot and Citroën version. This one has the suspension still, like they used to have in the old days. Nicely detailed. No tampons on the side here or on the roof. So yeah, these older ones often did not get that many details as the newer ones. 7-seater. Cool. And this one was definitely my favorite find. This is the Citroën C6, the flagship model back in the day. Did not have an example of this yet, so I was very pleased to finally find one. It even still has the metal base and the suspension. And this is what it could look like if you lowered the hydraulic suspension all the way down. So it's kind of cool, you can mimic that. Nice blue color. It's got these very cool shaped taillights. It's got that funky rear window. Awesome looking. Exhaust being part of the base is nice in that silver. How cool. Got a gray interior. Nice to see something different than black. think they used this for the French president also. Awesome. These two were on a table, but a little bit to the side, visible for everyone, but they were together with a few other minivans. And when I started looking at those and asking him to hand me some of these to look at, he said, well, I knew you were going to be interested in those, so maybe he set those aside there to catch my eye. I don't know, but yeah, he definitely knows me through watching my videos. So he gave me a deal on some of these vehicles, and then at the end, when he added it all up, he gave me an additional discount, because that's the nice guy he is. So basically, these two were free also, thanks to that discount. So let's start with this Edocar. It says Caravan on the box, 1999 copyright. So Edocar was a Dutch brand, diecast brand that kind of used castings from other diecast manufacturers. So this is the 1996 Ford Galaxy, the European Ford Galaxy, obviously. Edocar made in China. I'm not sure what the original manufacturer is of this. Maybe a Golden Wheel or something like that. So we've got a black plastic base that also makes for the bumpers front and rear. We got painted taillights. We got these blue stripes on the side that kind of make it look like a roadside assistance vehicle. Headlights painted silver. And we got in the interior. Only has 4 seats in there, so that's kind of, yeah, not so practical for a minivan, but you know, whatever. Metal body clips into the plastic base. Cool. Nice addition to the minivan collection. And then we got the Siku police car. Which is also a Ford Galaxy. It's the 2.8i. It's a 2.8 liter. Got some stats on the vehicle on there. 6-cylinder. Also has the metal body that clips into the plastic base. Generic rims and plastic tires. You got the trailer hitch. Got an opening feature. The lift gate opens up. This one does have 6 seats. So a little bit more practical as a minivan. Got the little plastic antenna, got the separate light bar on top. It has the cutouts for the roof rails. That's kind of funny. It's in a French police livery, gendarmerie. Also got silver for the headlights. And the gendarmerie on 3 sides, not on the rear though. But it does have it on the light bar, so you can see it from the rear. Awesome. Always like to get these country-specific Siku releases. They're always fun to collect. Go to have a drink now. Excuse me. He also had a bunch of loose cars, which were all wrapped in a plastic baggie. I've said it before. Anyone who sells loose cars in a plastic baggie is an instant friend of mine. Some obscure, hard to find stuff I found there for very reasonable prices. So this was €2. Let's take a look. Very pleased to find this one. Very strong baggies. Protects the cars very well. A lot of loose car collectors throw them in a box, banging against one another and chipping the paint. I hate it when they do that, but not Tim. Nope, he does not do that. Aston Martin AMR1 by Guisval, made in Spain. Look at that. Don't have a lot of Guisval. I have a Renault Twingo and a Renault 21. I for sure did not know they once had the Aston Martin license. So an Aston Martin race car. Even has lensed headlights. Look at that. It's got a Stig figure behind the wheel. It's got some Tomica-like wheels. So it's a metal body with a plastic base. The spoiler is, it is metal. Yeah, it is metal. Cool. So yeah, definitely a rarity. It's mostly tampoed, but it seems to have a sticker on top of here, interestingly. And this is not, oh no, it's not a sticker, sorry. It's tampoed, yeah, definitely tampoed. But yeah, very cool find. Here's a Hot Wheels, also for €2. This is kind of an expensive model. Whoops! When you find it on the card, I've never been able to find it for cheaper than €4, and that's not something I'm willing to spend. So if I can find it loose, I'll grab it. This is the Fiat 500C. I only have a 5-pack version of this model, and that has a plastic base, but this is metal on metal, like these early releases were. Yeah, very cool. Different wheels, front and rear. Got the engine sticking out of the hood or bonnet, and then the exhausts on both sides sticking out. Got a roll cage, metal seat, and a huge wing on the back with a chute. Yeah, awesome. Also €2, another Hot Wheels. A casting I did not have an example of, and I needed an example for the tow truck vehicle video. This is the Tow Jam, very chrome base. This has a Thailand base, interestingly. So this must have been in some kind of a special set, I guess, because usually they would have been made in Malaysia, obviously. Hot Wheels Towing Company, nice blue, almost purplish. This is a metal boom with a plastic chrome thingy to hook the car onto, and you can kind of click it in there and fixate it. And it's got the controls right behind it. Nicely detailed. I like the 3 axles. It's generic, of course, but you know, good enough. Also €2, this Majorette Unimog. Let's turn it around so you can read that. Unimog, made in France, Majorette. It's got a few nicks on the corner, but most importantly, it still has the forklift. This is usually always gone when you find this. Not sure if there's supposed to be a canopy on the back here, but doesn't matter. I bought it for these. Yep, cool. Metal on metal mostly, for the most part. For the Unimog video, obviously. Also €2. This rig. And this is a play art made in Hong Kong. Metal on metal. So presumably pretty old, in a US Army livery. I thought this was cool enough to pick it up. Some plastic here for the bumper and the grill. It's a separate piece, but most of it is metal. Cool. €3 for this Husky. It's a station wagon, so hard to resist for me. Not mint, but in good condition. So this is the Citroën Safari. Husky models made in Great Britain, metal on metal. So basically a Citroën DS station wagon. Brek. Should have something on the roof there, but that is always missing when you see these. It's got the rubber-ish tires, I think. Yeah, but don't want to break them by demonstrating that. Yeah, nice one. Also €3, this tow truck. And this is a Lone Star Impy made in England. So don't think I have an example of a Impy. And you know, if I was ever to get one, tow truck it would be. So black metal base, yellow metal cabin, and then the green and red are plastic. Black plastic grille and headlights. Again, some paint loss, but you know, it is complete, and that's what is most important for me. The hook also moves, so you can actually use it to tow a diecast car. Awesome. And the most expensive one here for €4. It's probably the rarest one of the bunch. Not that I have any particular knowledge on how rare this would be. I just don't encounter it much, so that's why I consider it rare. This is a Politoys Ford GTJ made in Italy. So this is basically a Ford GT Mark IV, you know, like Hot Wheels has one, but from a few decades before Hot Wheels made its version. Just in recent years. Got the sticker 2 on there and the elf sticker on the back. Those are in great nick and I assume they are original. Metal on metal. It's got a orange metal dashboard and one metal bucket seat in there, like that. So probably part of the base. Cool find. He also had a few of these tractor trailer transporters by Matchbox and Majorette. He got me a deal on these. I was asking 15 and I offered him 10 for each and he accepted. So this is kind of the typical convoy box. $1997 copyright on this. Let's take a look. The rocket has faded a little bit from being in the sun. That's okay. It's got this little plastic inner to kind of hold it in place. That's cool. So let's take a look at the tractor first. This is a Kenworth. Nice chrome base, also some chrome for the fuel tank, grille and headlights in the front and the bumper. But the smokestacks are plastic and the air intake. Well, obviously this is also plastic, but I mean not chrome. Part of the interior, I guess. Well, no, there's no interior in there, so it's just a separate piece in there. Interestingly. red, white and blue, the color scheme of the rig. That's cool. And then here we have the low bed trailer with a rocket on there. I don't know if you have to break these parts loose to actually be able to assemble it. I guess you could, but you know, why would you want to do that? Long vehicle on the back there. And a metal trailer. So nice weighty piece. My first example of these Superstar Transporters Convoys, limited edition it says. Licensed and distributed by White Rose Collectibles. 1990 copyright, made in Thailand. So this is the Kenworth Aerodyne. A little bit more chrome on this because the smokestacks also get the chrome. Also in red, white and blue, by the way. Crown Racing. Cool. Rob Moroso. That's the driver, I guess, of this particular race car. The new generation of Oldsmobile. Okay, it's got opening doors in the back. A black metal base. Also has a low bed trailer with a box on there. Yeah, cool. Glad I have an example of these race transporters. And this looks kind of special to me, in all white packaging. Did have some text on the back and on the base. 1992 Matchbox International. And as you can see, we got a UPS livery on this. This is the Duff 3300 Space Cab. Plastic base, metal body cabin, and also the metal kind of chassis. Pooh Brown for UPS, obviously. Also says UPS on the roof there. Yeah, this tractor is definitely one I would like to find as many of as possible. Not Pooh Brown, but gray is the container. So this has the articulated trailer with the container on. Opening doors also. They are not really happy to open. See that? I don't want to break it, so I'm not going to force it. Cool. And he also had a few of these Majorette 600 series for the same price, and I got the same discount. It says here it has suspension, action moving parts, HO scale reproduction for ages 3 and up, metal, Majorette, made and printed in France. Not sure if that's really the case. These might have been made in Thailand. They were not always honest about that. And here's a few of the other ones you could find with the helicopter, the bulldozer. Got this one too, back there. This one I got in my childhood collection. You've got a tanker. I got this in a different color combo. Here's also one with the rocket, some circus-like transport. Got something like this with some different colors. I think the leather is gray. Then we got the one with the yacht. So let's see if I can just push this out of there, like I have done often in the past. But then the packaging was a little bit broken most of the time. Oh yeah, you can. You just slide it out. And then, let's see. I've never had one that was not pre-opened. So this is actually the first time I'm actually opening one of these. And it looks like it's all cracking and breaking, so I will not be able to open this carefully, so you just have to destroy it. Sorry for those of you who hate me for that, but that's just the way it works on this channel. Oh, look at that, it's so brittle. Yeah, definitely suffers some sun damage. There you go. So this is also a Kenworth Majorette, made in France, it says on the base and on the trailer. Look at that. So they were not lying to us. 187 scale. Oh, I'm always afraid to take these off, because usually I break something. I'm not going to leave it attached. We've got some chrome plastic for the fuel tanks and the air pressure tanks, probably smokestacks. We got the hood that flips forward, showing you a plastic chrome engine. Nice. A unpainted metal base for the trailer. And we got a green plastic door. The back opens up, and there's some horses inside, I think. No, that's not a horse, you dummy. That's something cow-like. Yeah, there you go. And there's also something in here that is, I don't know, for the production of the cow, I think, was attached. But then you'd think there would be like 2 black cows, maybe. I don't know. Strange that there's 1 white and 1 black. Maybe they're bulls and not cows. Anyways, you get what I mean. And there's also a side door here. I think you have to lift these up a little bit to open them. They have a little latch. Yeah, there you go. No, not lift up, because the latch is on the top. Have to go down a little bit. So there's kind of a ramp on the side too. Multifunctional. Cool. And here we got the Nighthawk one. Kind of reminds me of the Knight Rider truck that he drove into the back. This one's got a little rip on the cardboard here. So, oops, oh, jeez, how did that happen? Why did I do that? Oh man. Let's see. How this one, oh yeah, just as brittle. Breaking up. Crackety crack crack. Oh, jeez. Yeah. there you go. Jeez. It's fighting me a little bit. So basically the same Kenworth, but with a container trailer. Also has that feature. It's got some orange residue on the inside there. Almost looks like it's been repainted. Look at that. It's a custom. Nighthawk. Sweet. Red metal base on this one. Got the opening doors. Let's see if these open easier than the Matchbox. Well, not really. Oh, look at that. I got one open. Not much to see in there because it's pitch black. Like there's some color variation with the red base. It's got a little stand here, that metal that goes up, and then this thing here that probably could hold a spare wheel or something like that, which is not included. Sweet. All right, let's put some cars on these transporters. Let's put the lower ones on the bottom part. Citroën DS, the Goddess. This is also a pretty low one, but it's kind of wide, so it doesn't fit. Let's see, this one will probably fit in there. Look at that. Closing it up. And then we can put, well, I should have done it the other way around, right? It's kind of high up there, so it's not as practical to get cars on there. So first should have done this, but then again it doesn't fit between there. Yeah, I don't have any Kentoys cars. I don't know if they had a lot of cars. No idea. Or if they just did trucks and then you had to fit some other brand cars on there. No idea. Well, there you go. Kind of weird to have a truck on a truck, but you know, kind of works, I guess. And this one, slide a little bit more to the back so I can get everything in the picture. This one like that. Let's see. Can this go underneath there? It's going to catch on the wing, is it? Yeah, it is. And this one fits barely. Okay, let's put this up. Will this fit underneath? Nope. So I have to put that up there. These are all too big to actually fit on the bottom row. But you get the picture. Thanks for watching.